Hey guys, how you going? Hope you're all doing very well. This evening I'm going to be doing a review of a drama from Denmark, Danish language, English subs, released in the year 2010, directed by Susan Beer. This film is called In a Better World. Now this movie won the Academy Award for Best Foreign Film, the 2011 Academy Awards, so this comes with high praise. So the story to this one is as follows. The story traces elements from an impoverished refugee camp in Sudan to everyday life in a Danish provincial town. The lives of two Danish families cross each other, and an extraordinary but a risky friendship comes into bud. But loneliness, frailty, and sorrow lie in wait. Soon friendship transforms into a dangerous alliance and a breathtaking pursuit in which life is at stake. In a Better World, the first world's relationship with the third, while offering a devastating critique on masculinity. So the movie really is about masculinity and how we as men react to problems. So we've got two families. One family has the father in Sudan working as a doctor and leaving behind his wife and young son in a Danish town. Now this young son gets bullied. Then you've got another family. Now, this family has, once again, another young son who is also bullied at the same school, so these two kids become good friends. But this family, the mother died of cancer and the father is left to raise his son on his own. So they're two very dysfunctional sort of families. They have their problems, but they come connected because of the friendship between these two kids. So the two kids, they're getting bullied at school, and they see the best answer to this bullying is through violence, and they see that violence is what makes a man. And it shows you the consequences that masculinity can bring. So I'm not going to give away the ending. What happens, it all adds up to a very shocking sort of climax. So if you want to know how it unfolds, please go out there and see this film for yourself, because that's as far as I'm going with a synopsis. Now, my thoughts on the film. This one, as I said, won an Academy Award for Best Foreign Film at the 2011 Oscars. It has been rated by many, many critics as a dramatic masterpiece, so I went in there with a massive expectation, but unfortunately the expectation wasn't met for reasons that I'm going to go into. But to start with, I want to go through the positives, because thankfully there are some pretty good positives in the film. Now, what I liked about it the most was the message that it brought, and the way that the director has combined both the third world and the developed Western world and created something that I haven't seen in a film before. Now, so many other films, they paint the third world as scum and basically lower than the Western world. But this movie, it says that although one place might have more money than the other, overall, as people, we are the same, and we react to our problems in the same way. It's a little bit more extreme in the Sudan part of this film, but overall, you know, what the Danish kids do is very similar to what these warlords do in Sudan. When they have a problem, they react in violence. And the way that, basically what the message of the film is saying is that you might be from an impoverished country, you might be from the richest country, but overall, we as people are down, you know, we're the same. And it's just, you know, the circumstances and the environment that's different. So I thought that was a very, very intriguing sort of aspect of the film, and I thought it was done very, very well. And it didn't judge one particular place as being better than the other. So I thought the judgmental aspect of the film was non-existent, and that's why I thought the combination between the third world and the Western world was done very well, because all in all, as I said, when it comes down to it, we are the same sort of people. The acting, very, very good. I thought Ulrik Thomsen was fantastic as the father of one of the families. I can't really recognize any other of the Danish actors, but you know, they all did a fantastic job, and there's no surprise that this got worldwide recognition, because as production value is concerned, it's very, very good. Now, the very contrasting difference between Sudan and Denmark, you know, very bright colouring for Sudan and a very dull colouring for Denmark. And although, as I said, two different places, but the stories seem the same. The people seem the same, but as I said, just to more extreme lengths. The script was rather good for the most part. I thought it was a little bit lacking in some. And the ending, I thought it was okay. It could have been a little bit better. But yeah, overall, as far as production is concerned, the soundtrack was very good as well. So as far as all that's concerned, it was a really polished piece, and it really impressed me with the way that it was made. So Susan Beer is a very good director, and it's proof in the way that she has actually projected this vision of hers onto screen. Now, my problems with the movie, for a dramatic masterpiece, I thought it could have been a little bit more dramatic. I thought the characters, while they were likeable, and while there were emotional scenes here and there, I thought the characters weren't in depth enough. I thought, you know, I didn't get a connection as much as I'd wanted to. So when the bad things start to happen, it didn't affect me as much, because of the fact I just didn't feel I knew them enough. Now, bullying happens everywhere, and you kind of think to yourself, well, how is this bullying any different from the other? Now, their reaction and the consequences of the reaction is very sad and very, thought-provoking. But other films have done this, and you kind of feel to yourself, well, this is a common occurrence. Why do I care so much for these two as opposed to others? So for that, I really thought it kind of threw the film down a little bit. I thought in some parts the film dragged, and I thought it got bogged down a little bit. But overall, it's not a bad film at all. I thought the ending was a little bit of a cop-out as well. It kind of felt like a Hollywood film disguised as a Danish movie. And no wonder, the Hollywood press have caught onto this, because it kind of felt like the movie was going towards a very, very shocking finale, but they kind of backed out a little bit to satisfy the audience. So the message was there. I thought the message was portrayed reasonably well, but I couldn't help but thinking that this was a missed opportunity. It should have had a much more sledgehammer sort of impact. But as a result of, I guess, playing it safe a little bit, I thought that it kind of went down as far as I'm concerned, and I don't subscribe to the fact that this is a masterpiece. I think it's a few other films that deal with the same sort of subjects. They're just as good. I don't feel it's fair to elevate this one above the rest. It may have won an Academy Award, but I feel that it really didn't impress me as much as I was hoping it would. So overall, I'm giving this 3.5 stars. It does have a very real message, and for that, I would say definitely go and get it. But I thought with a little bit more depth and attention to the characters, with a better ending, it could have been a very, very, very good film. In fact, a masterpiece. But as a result of, just a little bit of, I don't know, whether it's laziness or just the willingness to go that extra step to provoke a shocking sort of response. I don't know, it would have made the film a lot better, and in my mind, it would have got a few more stars. So yeah, it's definitely a movie I would say go and see, but don't expect a masterpiece, because as far as I'm concerned, this one falls short. So 3.5 stars for the Danish drama In a Better World. Alright guys, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, keep watching movies, and I'll see you later. Bye.